psychic lunch with myself, Kris Meredith, and of course we've got the beautiful Eleanor Grace right there as well. How you doing, Eleanor?
Oh, I'm great. Really, really good. And great to see you as well, Kris. Enjoying a break in Claridge's, as you know, in London, which is amazing, isn't it? It's amazing to be there. And are you enjoying your holiday?
It's beautiful. And just to let people know, this isn't something that we do like all the time. This is a very, very special occasion. I wish it was. But it's so beautiful. It's great, you know, to be away. We're lucky to be away. It's our first time away in 2 years. Like many people, you know, out there have not been away, and it's just, even though we're not out of the country, it's nice with a different scene, different places, and you know, to treat ourselves. And it's for my partner's birthday as well, which is today, which is amazing.
Happy birthday. So we've got lots to talk about this week. We're talking about secrets, and we're talking about mysteries, and we're talking about revenge and some of those vengeful things that we've all done. And we all got guilty secrets, haven't we? They're all there. So we want your comments and we want your feedback now on secrets. The High Priestess is the card of the week. It is the first encounter in the tarot following the magician of this young, youthful person who's starting out on their journey in life. And the High Priestess is one of those downfall characters that we have to meet. So we've all experienced it, and it's very, very often in a reading, the High Priestess will actually represent a person. It will be a female that you will come into contact with. And it's the first time in the tarot that we actually connect to something that is less than innocent, let's put it that way, because the fool on his journey is full of innocence and hope and youthful expectation, and the magician is full of, all right, you're ready for your life, so come on, let's get going. And then we meet the High Priestess. So the High Priestess has got the connections to the underworld, so deviousness, maneuvering, and she is the keeper of secrets as well. So she has all of the secrets under her belly, if you like, and she has the ability to reveal them. So when you encounter the High Priestess, then the High Priestess is going to reveal secrets about your life, but also secrets about your future. And that is something that we feel as though we're very much in control of. But when you have a psychic reading, that's what the reader is often referred to as. So the clairvoyant or the medium or the psychic will be the High Priestess, and lots of clairvoyants want that title. They have got the information, they've got that sort of connection to all of the realms that exist. So we often go and consult the High Priestess to find out what's happening in our lives. Really exciting. So come on in and let's see what your comments are.
I love it, Eleanor. I mean, even for me as well, it's educational for me to find out about it, because, you know, viewers, if you're watching this, me and Eleanor have been working on a TV channel for, you know, the past 2 years, and we can't talk about things and things like that. But on here, I can really find out about what things mean, and I absolutely love it. And you guys do as well, because remember to share this as well with many friends, families, many people out there as you possibly can do. Give it a like, and also you can send stars as well. So please do that. We'll be doing readings for people along the way. We'll be talking about topics, many different things. I'll be showing you my lovely little crystals as well. So it's going to be an entertaining hour. And let's have a look who's here. So first of all, we've got the lovely Claudia that says a big hello to you. We've got Nicola that says hi, Eleanor and Kris. We've got the lovely Julie that says good afternoon. We've also got Debbie who's joined us. We've got the lovely Jen all the way from Philadelphia in the US of A. A big hello you. We've got the lovely Natalia who sent stars, says happy morning. It's from Boston. Absolutely love that. Lovely Stephanie says hello, and Claudius put yes, if you feel drawn, I would like a reading later on. Well, thank you very much for joining us, everyone.
Well, yes, I know. I mean, it's really important as well to welcome everybody. We do now have quite a substantial following in the USA, across the pond, which, you know, in part does sort of really please me, because I do a USA show every Tuesday night. So, you know, people are used to my face, but here it's nice to bring everybody together, because we're all in the world, aren't we? And that, I think, is really important, to be able to share some of the love. So let's have a look at some of these comments now, and maybe we'll take a card or two. I wonder who might be getting the High Priestess. I don't know. We'll just see if anybody does. So who have we got here? Sarah Blake. Let's go to Sarah. Hello there, Sarah. Good morning to you. I'm just going to pull a few cards here for you, Sarah. Now, the very first one that you've got is the Nine of Swords here. So this is you being a bit on a knife edge at the moment, I think, aren't you? Worried, nervous, and, you know, really sort of taking some issues up. So, you know, you've retreated, Sarah, and that's not a great look, is it, when you want to retreat from the world? And now is really the time to gather up all of your strength. You know, I get that. I know how you must feel, because when you're faced with, you know, a little bit of failure, or, ooh, can't quite do it, that's when you just need some strength from somewhere, anywhere. Well, let's see if we can give it to you. Eight of Swords. See, again, you're feeling restricted, Sarah. You feel as though your hands are tied literally on this card. So we've got two cards now that are saying that to you, Sarah. So let's see what the outcome is here. Well, that's much better. We like this, Knight of Wands. So this is all over your relationship, isn't it? It's all over communication. You need to talk, Sarah. You need to get things out of your system, and you will be doing very soon, about 3 days. So you might have to wait until you get to the weekend before you can really get to the bottom of this, until you can dig a bit deeper. So come back in, have a chat with us, let us know what the secret is. Maybe that's what we want to find out. So who else have we got there?
I love that. Well, I'm going to do one for the lovely Debbie Champanini. Thank you for joining us this morning. Of course, I'm bringing you some angel inspiration this morning. I've pulled two cards for you this morning. First of all, the Angel of Inspiration. Now, this card, a beautiful card, and how lovely to get straight away for the first reading this morning. Now, I feel that you've maybe had a little bit of lacking to be inspired. Maybe something in the past has stopped you from moving forward, and that's maybe you've kind of lost the zest for life a little bit and where your dreams are concerned. But just remember, all it takes is one little spark and a big self-belief in yourself. And the second card was New Beginnings. So you've got your inspirations, then of course you've got your brand new beginnings as well. They're hand in hand. So really moving forward for yourself, lovely. So really think about what it is that you want, where you want to get that inspiration, because that inspiration is going to lead you to your new beginnings. All very exciting. You know, I'm like a little kid in a sweet shop here. So really feeling that energy, loving it. And I hope this energy has been passed on to you as well. So let us know if it resonates as well. And of course, continue to share. Beautiful cards this morning, Eleanor.
Oh, fabulous. Debbie, that's really inspirational for you. Lovely, lovely. I love it when we have that angel spirit with us, because it's really so important. It brings in all of the upliftment.
They're here. You can feel it. In carriages, they're here.
Well, he's in carriages. I mean, he's in angel land. Anyway, so yeah, Kris is on holiday. We had our holidays, didn't we, last week? And we asked you last week.
Well, it's only fair, Eleanor. You know, you brought it into conversation, so what we got to do?
That's it, yeah.
We're on holiday.
But isn't it fantastic that you are broadcasting from Claridge's? I mean, I will keep saying it. We have
Wrap it up, Eleanor. We've got to.
We have got some cocktails at the end of the show to share with you. So hopefully we can, you know, sort of just coming up to 1 o'clock, you can get all your cocktails ready. It's becoming the cocktail show as well, isn't it?
It is. Like I love it. Why not? Hey, you're very good at making them, Eleanor. You know, we just need to sort out how we can bring them through the screen.
That's the one. Well, that's what we need to do. We've also got chocolate as well. I mean, this goes with the High Priestess. So if you've got any chocolate there, it's one. There you go. So Kris has got the chocolate. I've got the
Brandy.
Oh, wow. That's exactly what we need. So let's have a look now at some of the other comments that we've got coming through. Let me see, Debbie Championary is watching. Oh, thank you very much, Kris. So resonates with me. Oh, that's fabulous, isn't it? And couldn't be more spot on. I had my first psychic event on Friday. So
how amazing.
You're taking a sort of leap of faith there, and her first event. So maybe we should encourage everybody to go see Debbie on Friday. It's her first one. Wichita Creek. Oh, I've already poured a glass to join you both. There we are. So we've got them. I've got mine here. Look, here we are. I will show you Wichita. It's ready. Here we go. I'll give you the recipe in a little while. We'll have a drink of that in a little while, and we'll have a look as well. So the Brandy Alexandra, by the way, is my venue manager's favourite drink. This is Janice. She's drunk humongous quantities of this particular cocktail, and she was on a cruise. She didn't drink anything else. So we're hoping that she'll be able to get back onto the next cruise. And that's where she needs to be, really, with her Brandy Alexandra's going all the way. Janice, if you're watching, I will see you later. And maybe we'll have one later. Just to mention that, we've got Psychic Night tonight at London, at the Winchmore pub in London. And we're in a lovely little room. It's a very, very busy venue, and that's with the psychic team, and I will be there myself as well. We'll be there from 5 o'clock this afternoon, so come on down if you want to read it. I am already pretty fully booked from 8 o'clock onwards, but I have got some early spaces, so you can see me then.
It's
okay,
let's have Eleanor, but people can see you here, but then people can go and have a one-to-one reading with you this evening. Yes. How amazing is that?
And tomorrow as well. Tomorrow night we are at Harrow in London. We're at the Duck in the Pond at Harrow. So it's another really busy venue. So lots to look forward to. And I do think as well that, it's just one of those weeks at the moment. We're just at the beginning of the month of September. We've got everything changing in terms of the weather. And we've got all of this sort of really strong higher learning as well that's coming in. Because with the High Priestess, it does really resonate that you have to get in touch with your own intuition, your own higher powers, your own higher self. That's what we're looking for.
And that is on Eleanor perfectly, all about intuition, all about higher power. I mean, that couldn't have been any better there, could it? Eleanor's good, but very, very good. She really is. Well, Amethyst is my crystal of the month. I bring that in with Angel Academy Holistics, which is my spiritual shop, but also my healing center in Manchester. Now, I love crystals, love angels, brought them together, offer healing, angelic Reiki, crystal healing to people as well. They come and have it with me, which is beautiful. But crystals for me, it's only just a passion, but it's just a need. It's something that I've been drawn to just when I was 16, 17, whenever I was stressed, worked up, whatever. There used to be a local crystal shop, and I've always been the person just to go to a crystal where I'm guided, regardless of what crystal it is. It just draws me and I get it. And then I find out, I'm like, yes, I needed that crystal, because they are energy and they're so, so powerful. Now, this month, the reason why I've chosen Amethyst is because it is all about that intuition. It's all about that inner knowing. But for me, Amethyst is super balancing and super calming. And this year has been up and down, and I feel like the energy has been everywhere. Now, for the latter of this year, I want that focus, that streamlined energy, but also Amethyst is great to open up that third eye chakra as well, just to do it smoothly. And you can talk to Amethyst as well. If you want to open up quicker, you can do. If you want to open up at a slower pace, you can do that as well. Now, also with your intuition, I absolutely love it because, you know, if there's things that you're kind of not sure on, you want a bit more guidance on, Amethyst is the perfect crystal for that. Now, it is a very popular, but also the color as well is absolutely stunning because it brings your color healing at the same time. But one thing for me all about Amethyst, I always keep it at the side of my bed, especially when I'm sleeping, when I'm dreaming. It's a highly protective stone as well. Now, I've got my little piece because I'm traveling, but you know, not everyone's as prepared as Eleanor Grace right there. Look at that beauty.
So bring it in.
As you do.
As we were talking, so this is an amethyst crystal ball. So if we've got any other comments, I think we have. I just want to give a shout out to Sally Frost. Thank you for coming in and saying hi to me and to Janice. We've known Sally for a very long time. I hope you're well. Sally. So is there anybody that we can just have a quick look at this amethyst crystal ball and give a quick reading to here?
There we are. Let's have a look for you. There's people just on the group there just saying that there is a touter or some spam. Just ignore that, guys.
Oh, right. Okay.
Thank you for sorting that for us and pointing that one out. Let's have a look. Let's get the lovely Wichita's right there.
Hello there, Wichita. All right, well, let's have a look here for you. I know that you'll be joining us at the end of the show for a cocktail, which is really, really nice of you to do that. But here, Wichita, when you look into a crystal ball, you have to look through the crystal and not right at it, you know, because you'll just hit a brick wall there. And I think that that's what you've done recently. I think that you've just sort of reached a point where you've had to come to a full stop and you've had to reevaluate, really look at some of the decisions that you made perhaps earlier this year, January, February time, and do them. And I also see presents here for you, like unwrapping presents and maybe treating yourself. But I think symbolically, this is saying to you, Wichita, that you have got some really exciting things coming into your life, but you need to reflect back perhaps onto January, February 2021. What did you do then that really has got you all tied up at this particular time? If you can revisit that time, look at your decisions here, Wichita, and just say to yourself, all right, you know, I got it wrong, or I perhaps shouldn't have pursued that particular pathway. This is the time to make it all right. And then you've got some presents to open. And I think these are emotional ones. You've got a lot of emotional support. Love on the horizon. So being loved up as well today. Wichita, that's great, isn't it? Mm.
That's beautiful, beautiful. And one thing, you know, with Amethyst as well, which I absolutely love, is that it's great to ward off negativity. If people, you know, are in a negative situation right now, just holding it, you know, for a couple of seconds and just willing that intent of negativity to go away, you know, it will help ease that situation. That's one thing I've used a lot in the past as well. Sometimes, you know, work situations, if we find ourselves kind of stuck in that and maybe there's a toxic situation going on, if you just find yourself, I used to go to the bathroom quickly, hold it, put the intent in there and then go out and you'll feel a little bit more stronger. But the crystals can really help with every situation. But, you know, so many people saying there, you know, crystals and the amethyst is beautiful. Stephanie's put my birthstone, which is amazing. We've got the lovely Steph put beautiful amethyst. Debbie's put that's beautiful, Eleanor. We've got the lovely Tina right there saying a big hello. Wichita has put, we're here to look out for you both, lovelies. Well, thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Nicholas sent some stars as well. Jan's right there. Lovely Claudia. Thank you, everyone. I mean, for joining us, sending the love with everything, which is just beautiful, you know, absolutely beautiful. But let me pick a card for the lovely Tina, who's joined us as well. And if you're drawn, yes, I was drawn. Let's shuffle the cards for you, darling. Now, these are the angel cards. Oh, like this. Got the Angel of Music. Absolute beautiful card right there. Now, the Angel of Music is your zest for life. That's what I'm getting. What is your favorite song? What makes you feel good and puts you in that high vibration? Because that's what music's all about. It's really emotional, you know, your emotions right now, but really putting you in that happy space. Really think about that energy. If you're feeling low, you know, really think about that song and then go right back there, because music's got the magic to do that. It can take us back to a situation. It can take us back to a place in a heartbeat. But for you, it's all about being in that high vibration of love in music. Think now, what is your favorite song? Let us know, Tina, in the comments below as well, because I'd love to know what your favorite song is. But of course, just remember, if you're feeling at a low ebb, just go in that high vibrational song, because that song is your song. Beautiful card. Love that, Eleanor.
And Wichita has come back to say, yes, you know, she wants to move, and that's what she feels blocked about. So I think, Wichita, that the move is going to be there very much sooner than you think. And let me just take a card here on that one for you, King of Wands. So just work out the person who holds the key here. It's a corporate entity. So I think that this is more about logistics, maybe agents and, you know, sort of people who hold money. But this is the person that you have to sort of really appraise, and then everything is gonna work for you. So King of Wands also means that this is a very important time now, and a time that you won't regret. So let's have a little look at who else is here. JD, Claire. Hey guys, can I have a card, please? Well, I do feel a bit drawn to you, JD, or Claire, JD. I'm not really quite sure which way round they go on these comments.
No.
So, yeah, sometimes sort of say like Dallas and Claire and things like that. So you know who you are anyway. So JD, I'm going to call you JD. You've got the star. Well, look at that. So JD, now, blessings is what you sent through to me and to Kris, but this is all about aspiration and really you asserting yourself. So it's about hopes and wishes and dreams and ambition. So what is it that you are really looking at doing? JD, don't be tricky. Don't go opening Pandora's box and thinking that there's all sorts of things in there that I want from my particular sweetie shop. There isn't. Just keep going on the track that you're on and don't confuse the issue. Very important, that one. A lot of people do it, you know, they think, oh, I want everything, and then they get sort of so involved in what they can have that they miss the most important thing. So be aware. That's for you, JD.
Oh, just a
who else have
update there, Eleanor. The lovely Tina, who I did the angel card reading for, has put "Wind Beneath My Wings" is my favorite song. I mean, Tina, that's an absolute stunning, beautiful, epic, you know, momentum song, you know, sang by, you know, I love Bette Midler's version. That's, you know,
yes. Oh, that is amazing. Yeah,
it's stunning, isn't it? It's a stunning, and of course, you know, it's an emotional song as well of what the story is about. But you know, for me, that song's all about love as well. So really being in that vibration that you are loved, you know, and I think, you know, the song is all about the relationship, you know, past, present, future, really think about it like that. But what a beautiful, beautiful song.
Yes, for that. Yeah. Well, I think one of my favourite songs, very much around the same sort of tone, is Mariah Carey and Heroes. And there's a lot about 9/11, isn't there, at the moment? And that sort of 20-year conclusion of the Twin Towers, and been watching it on telly. I don't know if any of you have, but it just reminds me that sort of angel Bette Midler and the connection as well with Mariah Carey and that very powerful song of all of those heroes. So I'll dedicate my Brandy Alexandra a little bit later, not only to Janice and to Sally Frost, who's watching, but also to all of those heroes as well. Okay, so last week we were talking a lot about holidays and holiday romances, and we did miss one. We actually missed one, and that was Michelle and Dan Bryant, who went on a holiday. Well, Michelle did. She went on a holiday and met him, and that was it. I think it's now sort of, I don't know, 25 years, 30 years later, they're still married, children. So that was a real success story. So welcome to Michelle. We missed it on the comments, and I was looking afterwards and I thought, well, wow, what an amazing story that was. So we really sort of hit the tone very, very well there.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. But it fills you with hope, Eleanor. I think, you know, for people, and I think, I don't know about you and everyone watching, but when I was growing up, I was always a bit of a dreamer.
Yeah.
You know, you watch the films and you want your happy ever after. And, you know, some people are like, oh, no, it's fooey. That isn't right. But it is, you know, people actually have those stories of a successful, you know, holiday romance, but happy ever after, which is just beautiful and fills me, you know, with so much hope as well. It really, really does. It's beautiful to hear.
Okay. I'm just going to go to Nicola Kerslake. I know that she comes through quite a lot on Mediumship Hour and watches and follows. So hello to you, Nicola. Yes, I know. Nice for you to be. She missed last week, so she's missed all of the cocktails as well. Last week we had Psychic Venom, didn't we? We had Angel Face and then Spirit Surprise. So this is what we're going to do every week. We're going to bring in something that's really indulgent and nice. So Nicola, I'm just connecting as well with you. Just get my crystal ball here again. This is Kris's, well, crystal of the week, really, the amethyst. So
amethyst.
I'm showing you again the amethyst crystal ball, and this is for you, Nicola. I do feel that there's spirit with you, I have to say. I do have Fred that's here. He's sort of Fred the gardener, I think he's been there as well. And there's somebody in uniforms, two males that I've got here who are standing very firmly next to each other. They've got their uniforms on, so they will have been in wars. They will have fought for the country, and they are standing there. Tom, I want to give Tom to you as well, Nicola. A very sort of prominent person at the moment. So messages coming through for you about lights. It's, I think you must have been trying to see some lights as well for yourself, you know, wanting to connect through to spirit, maybe watching some of the expansion videos like, to open your third eye, but lights are there. So I'm being shown this. Well, you must go to the light. If you want to talk to us, then go to the light a little bit more. And you can do this very easily with a candle flame. And on Psychic School, I'll show you how to do that. But, you know, for today, Nicola, you've got these two chaps here who are standing there in your honour, I think, today. So that's your message. That's
beautiful, Eleanor. And amethyst as well is amazing if you're wanting to connect spiritually, if you want to open up, you know, your psychic gifts, mediumistic, you know, abilities as well. Amethyst is a great crystal to really aid that. That's one thing when I was a little bit younger, you know, really, really helped, which is just absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm going to do a card for the lovely Claudia. I'm guided to you, sweetie. I hope you're having a beautiful day as well. And everyone that's watching, remember to like, share, and send some beautiful stars as well, because it makes us all a little bit more shiny.
We've got lots of hearts coming in.
We have, which is lovely.
Purple ones. Purple hearts.
That's beautiful. Well, this one for yourself, Claudia, this is the Angel of Tranquility. Now, first of all, this card is all about calm, relaxation, but all about you putting yourself first. Now, to be tranquil, you know, that's really aiding us away from those stressful situations where we can get ourselves in, but also sometimes we allow other people to get us into situations where if we just said no, we wouldn't have got ourselves into them. But, you know, like me, sometimes you don't say no enough. I'm feeling for yourself, you need to start saying no, just so your energy can be more relaxed. You can enjoy your life a little bit more as well and avoid those stressful situations. So just call on Angel of Tranquility, or just think, I need to relax, I need calm. Angels, bring that around me. That's all you need to do, and be a little bit more tougher, you know, with those people that are like, oh no, she'll be fine, she'll do it, it'll be okay, you know. Start saying no, and then that's powerful. You're taking that power back as well. Well, I hope that resonated with yourself, Claudia. A beautiful card, very relaxing. But one thing I love about the cards, Eleanor, and with yourself, you can feel the energy from the card straight away, regardless of what it says, you know, what the picture is. You tune in a different way, because my energy now, I'm just feel nice.
Just nice and calm, and just feeling as though, we're connecting through. Now, also, I brought in this particular little quartz.
The comet, there it is.
It is the comet, which is what we like. We like this a lot. And If you can just read out, somebody who wants a question, maybe we want some secrets revealed. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about secrets here. And I'm just going to let this drop on one of my cards. So over to you, Kris. You choose somebody at random and let's see what the pendulum is going to choose.
Let's have the lovely Helen Gassler.
Okay, Helen, let's see. I'm just dropping this down here. Oh, right, okay. What have you got? Well, let me just focus here on this particular card. This is what you've got here. So, Helen, this is all about you receiving a lot of inner strength. So that's what you've got to really pull through at the moment. So you've heard some news that I think hasn't really been great. And you're quite animated about this and really a little bit angry. You want to make absolutely sure that you're standing on firm ground at the moment. And this is what you're being told here with the pendulum. Watch out for this lady. Okay, so somebody that you're trusting, that you thought was a great friend, maybe is a bit duplicitous. Maybe this is the high priestess energy that I was talking about, that you've encountered this lady and she is somebody that you have to be a bit wary of. She's very wise and you'll be wanting to engage with her and believe in her and take what she says at face value, but I'm afraid that you need to be a bit cautious. So keep your own counsel during the next week or two. Be aware that whatever you say may well be repeated. So gossip, a little bit of gossip around, but what I'm pleased to tell you is that you are going to be stronger because of your inner strength. So you're facing a time to make some decisions, make them count.
Definitely do make them count. And this is one thing as well, guys, these, messages and readings and everything like that. Do remember, Eleanor has got everything as well on a beautiful website, which is gracedestiny.com. That's got everything on there from events, services. But if you would like, one-to-one private reading, Eleanor Grace has clairvoyant calls as well. And of course, love readings are being taken right now for September, because we are in September this second, which is absolutely crazy. And just remember, that's £30 as well for a beautiful love reading. And that number, get your pens ready if you've got them. That number is 03302019602. And do remember, that's 24/7. So if you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you've got that person on your mind and you just want to know, make sure you call clairvoyant calls right there, because that's what it's about, isn't it? It's getting that guidance, Eleanor.
Yeah, it is. I mean, clairvoyant calls is a service that I've had for many years. So it's nothing new, but on there you've got lots of really strong readers who are available, that, they're logged on and available to take calls. And it is, you don't have to sort of have very much commitment as well. You can dial on the premium number and just have 2 or 3 minutes, but it's all listed there on my website, and you can go there anytime as soon as logged on. There's always somebody logged on to the website. And that's a nice sort of feeling, because everybody's got their favourites. They want to go perhaps to, Catherine, or perhaps to Marion, or to Julie or me, or people who are quite prominent on the psychic team. But also, we can't be there 24/7, can we? So there's always somebody else. That's what we're trying to say, who are experienced, who will listen, who will give you guidance and take some cards, maybe use a crystal ball like I do, or just their natural psychic ability. And we've all got that, this is the other thing that the high priestess brings in with her. We've all got that psychic ability, and it's how we're going to use it. Mostly it's intuition that we all recognize. We sort of feel something is going to happen, or we're aware. And that comes in when we're in danger, when we've got fear around us, and that sort of adrenaline kick that kicks in. That's a natural thing. So if you can imagine that sort of experience and that sort of energy, that's what you're connecting to in a psychic reading, because it raises those vibrations. It raises that sense of
Eleanor. Well, let me just put what the lovely Debbie's put. She put, Eleanor read for me last year. She told me I pursue my spiritual roots and I'll be on stage, and I am.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well done, Debbie. Well done. So I'm pleased to see it. Yeah. I remember meeting Debbie online when it first started on lockdown. So, you know, that was one of my very first viewers on live stream. And it's always, you know, at that time, it was always a bit nerve-wracking to do a live stream, because you didn't quite know how the technology worked, and then you didn't know who was going to be there, you didn't know whether you were going to be, you know, popular or not. So I think sort of something like last summer, there was 100,000 views on live stream alone during mediumship out in lockdown. So everybody now knows how it works. Okay, so we're going to our little story section. Ooh. And I'm just going to read you the introduction of our story, and you can sort of see how it ends. That's going to be up on the website by tomorrow, hopefully. And I want you to sort of get involved with these stories as well, because it's nice to see what you think about some of the stories. Last week we had Mrs. Monday, didn't we? And that was all about the hotel room, because of course we were talking about holiday romances. That was a bit.
Yeah, now I'm in one.
You're in one. So we were predictive, weren't we? We were predictive. But Mrs. Monday, this lovely sort of situation where she was left wondering what on earth was going to happen and whether Tom was indeed going to arrive. And we had some lovely comments coming back, I have to say, on private messages, and there was quite a few different outcomes, and some of them were quite humorous. And I did actually have, well, you know, she just fainted, and you know, there was some really sort of funny endings that you thought. But I think we're still up there with the ghost story at the moment. That is still the one that has got the best ending, where it was a vampire that came out of the mirror.
That was amazing. That was so good. I just love how creative people can be, you know, and it's really cool where people's minds go, because, you know, it's maybe where, you know, our minds wouldn't go, and the answer is, you know, different to it and things like that. So, you know, when Eleanor's done, you know, with an amazing cliffhanger, you know, it's better than any soap, let me put it out there. And then, you know, let Eleanor know, you know, DM her on this page, let her know what you think, you know, the ending could be, you know, and of course, you know, we'll read it out next week when it's over. I love it as well. So,
and also you can, you know, get yourself in the tombola for a free reading as well. So we will be doing that again. So here we go. This is all about the High Priestess energy, and this is Alexandra's secret. Just a short intro this week, because we've got some cocktails to drink yet. But here we go. Alexandra's
important things.
It is. The train is late again, Alexandra thought, as she looked earnestly down the track. It was early in the morning and birds were singing joyfully, but the clouds were blue with moisture. It will rain soon, said the lady next to her on the bench. Alexandra didn't answer. She thought better of it. She could hear the annoying doubts racing through her mind, but could not get to a conclusion about the biggest question, the question she could not answer. Don't worry so much, said the lady out the blue. Would you like a sweet? A bit of sugar can sometimes calm the nerves before a big day. Lemon sherbets are my favourites. Alexandra reluctantly took a sweet, hoping the lady would not interrupt her again. She decided on a blackcurrant fizz instead of the sherbet, as it seemed more appropriate considering the day ahead. But Alexandra knew that you cannot sugarcoat what she had done. Where is that train, she thought. The lady next to her opened a huge umbrella just in time. come and shelter under here with me. There's enough room for two. Alexandra moved silently but quickly along the bench, hoping that the lady did not notice her state of undress. To be continued.
Oh, it's so good, Eleanor. This is like definitely a highlight for me every single week. Seriously, I mean, it's like, but it gets your mind everywhere. You're like, oh, could it be this? Could it be this? Could it be that? It's so exciting. You're so talented.
So you can read the rest of the story by tomorrow. It depends what time I get back in from Psychic Night in London tonight as to whether I've got, you know, the time and whether I'm too tired to post it. But it will be there in the morning, I promise you, if it's not there later tonight. So I can't promise a midnight vigil tonight. So
no, but it'll be there tomorrow. But the thing is, I always think, Eleanor, you know, the longer you don't post it, the more the suspense builds. So, you know, if it's not there at midnight, I ain't bothered, you know, because it gives me more time to think about it. Like, oh,
no, that's it. Yeah, it's a bit more, isn't it? So just remember that last line. Alexandra moved silently but quickly along the bench, hoping that the lady did not notice her state of undress. Alexandra's secret. What had she done?
It's so good, so good. I love it. People have been sending stars as well, you know, absolutely love it. People, you know, joining us all the way through that. Lovely Julie as well. Nicholas right there. We've got lovely Kelly Marie who said some stars. Claudia as well. I mean, beautiful. I mean, Claudia just said before for my angel card reading, this is so spot on. Thank you so much. Thank you as well. We've got the lovely Does Isle. She put hello. I love that. And, you know, just thank you for joining us, sharing this, liking it, sending us stars and things like that. And do remember, we're talking all about secrets today, which is a great topic. Eleanor's brought it in. And of course, you know, secrets for me, Eleanor, you know, we have secrets ourselves, we have little secrets, big secrets. But one of the things is, I always think, you know, especially working where we work, working with people, people have problems when other people have secrets from them. You know, it's a big topic, isn't it? There's many layers.
Massive, yeah, yeah. It? I'm just going to shine this now, ready for the next call. Well, it's not a call, is it? It's next viewer, and I'm having a look as well. Oh, there's lots of people, aren't there? Thank you for your stars as well. It helps, you know. I mean, the more stars you can send, it just supports things that we do like this, which of course are all free. And, you know, we're giving our time to really try and connect as well to you. Lots of other people do too, and it's a nice thing to be able to share a little bit of a hobby, passion, you know, some of your clairvoyance and your psychic energies that we want to bring in. So the High Priestess and also secrets, the underworld, and those mysteries around you. So I wonder, Kris, if anybody can write in one of their guilty pleasures or guilty secrets, perhaps lighten it up a bit. We don't want to know about the sordid stuff.
No, we want nice, clean things. You know, I always think like a guilty pleasure for me, you know, we talked about music before, but one of my biggest guilty pleasures, but I'm not ashamed of it at all, but is my favorite band, which is Steps. And I've always loved them. You know, people say they're kind of a guilty pleasure and, you know, they weren't that cool back in the day, not that cool now. But for me, they're still there, going strong, better than they was, you know, back in the 90s. And it's just, you know, not a secret, but I don't always, you know, go out there saying like, oh, I love Steps kind of thing. But for me, you know, it makes me happy. You know, their music's happy. It's not sad. It puts me in a really, really good mood. And at times when I'm feeling maybe a bit low or things like that, you know, Steps, their music, the band, and their live performances as well, you know, not at the moment, but back in the day, you know, used to make me feel on top of the world. So that's one of my guilty pleasures right there.
Oh, Steps. Wow. Wow. We've got a comment as well. We've got a comment from Nicola. I find this so comforting. It lifts me up when I'm having a low day. And Spirit were with you as well, weren't they? I think that secrets revealed for me. I had my father, who was also a medium, is now passed and was many years ago. But he had a secret life. And it's one of those things that you don't really talk about openly. But within the family, we always called him our international man of mystery, because it was revealed that for 20 years he was actually with another partner other than our mother, and we didn't know. He was always working away. So that's perhaps one of my biggest secrets that I've never really revealed, because it's hard to talk about and it's hard to sort of share. So, you know, when you're disappointed by somebody else, I think that's when you do tend to keep it a secret, because you can't really sort of reveal it because it is such a disappointment. And I think that's one of the things that we do a lot as people. We don't reveal that sort of truth about other people in our lives because it might reflect back on us. And one of the things that I've learned so far in my life is it doesn't really matter. You know, you are who you are and not who somebody else may purport to be. And that's really important to remember for everybody, because do you know what? You're the only person who can make yourself happy 24/7. Nobody else can. So you have to do that in sort of just openness, really. But let's have a look at some of the secrets that you've got. Let's have a look and see what you can say to us.
We've got the lovely Debbie right there. She had a past life regression that revealed some interesting facts and secrets too. That's interesting.
Yes, it is, isn't it? So where you came from.
Yeah.
And what that energy is, and perhaps what you were here to deal with as well in this sort of experience as well. So Carolyn Shepherd, loving the show. Hello there, Carolyn. I'm glad you are. We're nearly at Brandy Alexandra time.
We are, but how it goes so quick, Eleanor. I feel like we've been here for 10 minutes. I looked at the clock. I'm like, is that right?
Yeah,
where did the time go? And we've also had there the lovely Oana. It's scratch cards and my guilty pleasure.
Yes, well, in that hope of winning something. We've had Cindy Smith. Hello there, Cindy. Sent 50 stars, and that's a 3-week streak. She's done that for 3 weeks, so that's really great. Maybe an angel card for Cindy. Maybe.
Yeah, Cindy, let's see what the angels have to say, sweetie. Thank you so much for that, darling. Appreciate it. Let's have a look what you get. Oh, Angel of Comfort. Beautiful card. Angel of Comfort. Really, really stunning card as well. I feel there's a situation maybe around you right now where you're not feeling 100% confident, comfortable with it. Maybe a person is making you feel uncomfortable in that situation. Whenever you're feeling a little bit kind of, oh, I need to broach that again, you know, just ask for the Angel of Comfort. And just remember, if you don't like the situation, take yourself out of it. You're always in control. But also our emotions as well, they can take a battering. If you feel like, you know, you're not confident, you're not comfortable with it, you know, ask for support with your emotions, Cindy, as well. But always ask for the Angel of Comfort. Beautiful card there. Very to the point for you today, but I really hope I brought you a little bit of inspiration and angel guidance there. Lovely. Beautiful card. Beautiful
we've got Julie Alexander here with a question. Ooh. Do I have any spiritual gifts, please? Thank you. Okay, well, I'm just going to take a card or two, and these are my tarot cards. Let's see what we've got here. Spiritual gifts. Well, we've got Temperance, the card of Temperance. This is all about balancing everything up. So I think you really need to have some quiet time to investigate this a bit further. So quiet time can be really a blessing, because that's the time that you need to investigate spiritual gifts. But you have also got the Ace of Cups here. So yes is the answer to that. You do know that you have as well, Julie, and perhaps you've had a little bit of an instinct. Maybe the High Priestess energy is something that you can access as well. And I think that there's been some ghostly sort of paranormal energy around you too, where perhaps you've had that sort of spooky feeling, a bit wary when you're going into a building, and I think you sense some of the energies in buildings. Let us know quickly if you're still there. Let us know if that's correct, because sometimes people move in and out of the show and they sort of miss the answer and they come back a bit later on or even when we finish. So let us know that you're still there and that you are really connected so that we can get that information to you.
Yeah.
So Helen Gassler, one of my favourites. He passed this March. What does he have to say now that he is in heaven? John Prine. Okay. Right. Nicola's there with a strawberry dakai or a pink colada, by the way. So I'm just going to connect here for Helen, if I can. We want to connect to John. Let's see where John is. I will use the Amethyst because this is a heightened level of intuition and also sort of heightened energy. Let me just highlight that there for you, for John. What does he have to say? Well, something about chains that I'm seeing. So chains on a bicycle or chains on a motorbike seem to be relevant here for John. It must be either a passion that he had or something to do with his demise. However, I think that the chain is broken is the message. So I hope you understand that. Sometimes it can be out of context, really, and perhaps a little bit of a puzzle. But what I'm getting here from John is that he wanted to continue something. He couldn't. He passed into spirit, and that the chain will be renewed. So I think that you will actually be, well, contacting him, or he will be contacting you again. But he is giving you something about a bicycle or a motorbike, and I think that's for you. So let us know what that means to you.
I love that.
It's just a bit bizarre.
Wichita there, it says, do you lovelies think my gift will reach the higher realm? Well, as a gift, I brought my unicorn cards as well today. Wow. And there's unicorn energy, angelic energy, but it's absolutely beautiful. So for yourself, Wichita, you can't get any higher than the unicorn. So, you know, I'm going to bring this and pull a card for you, sweetie, and let's see what you get. There we go. We've got the Law of Grace. Absolutely love that. Not just got the lovely Eleanor Grace, you've got the Law of Grace there. So that's all about being the divine essence. So really being the lightest light you possibly can be, meditating, connecting. If you want to push yourself even higher, you know, with the angels, with the unicorns, keep meditating, but keep asking for that support, that guidance, but of course to keep pushing through. And then a big thing for you is trust. Believe what you get. Write it down as well, because I feel you might forget some things that you're given. You know, we go back to this realm, we forget things, life takes hold, and then, you know, we're kind of like, oh, what was that? You know, make a list of what you get, Rich. But an absolute beautiful card, unicorn card for you as well today. Beautiful this, Eleanor. What a great hour this has been.
Wow, absolutely. And I'm just going to bring in my Brandy Alexandra. So here we are. For those of you who don't know how to make a Brandy Alexandra, it's really very simple. You have to have brandy, which has to be Courvoisier, and you know, if you can get the VSOP, that's even better. And cream. It's really very simple. And I like to use a little bit of an orange kick, you know, just maybe a little thimble of Cointreau, just to give that bit of a kick, you know, the brandy and orange with the cream. This is my Brandy Alexandra. So I've got my orange twist as well with it. So I'm just going to have a sip. Here we go.
Go on.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh. Yeah. We might be showing one or two more of those.
I think it's going to be a weekly occurrence, Eleanor.
I think it must be. So maybe you can send in your favourite recipes. We've got a couple, haven't we, here? We've got, now Helen Gassler said that she's got a brand new bicycle. Now, she was, sometimes this is what happens, you see, with spirit, that you want to connect to one spirit and then you get a message and it is actually for somebody else, but it's on the live stream. So, wow, that's a brand new bicycle for Helen Gasler, and also song of Melanie and me. So there's lots of comments coming through. Maybe we should just read a couple of those while I'm having another sip of my Brandy Alexandra.
You have a refresh there, Eleanor. We've got the lovely Wichita right there. She just put, oh, you're so lovely, Kris. Thank you so much, my angel. And to our Eleanor as well. Well, thank you for that. I'm glad that resonated with you. Lovely Amanda McDonald put, yum, I must try. And of course, Wichita's put, of course, my Brandy Alexandra was brandy and champers.
Oh, that's a new twist. Ah, okay. All right. Maybe I'll get that prepared for next week.
Yeah, why not? Absolutely. I love that. I mean, we've had so many comments right there. We've got another one. It says, give my knees to the needy. That's from Helen Gatia right there. A beautiful comment. And of course, you know, for everyone that's been sharing, everyone that's been liking, you know, this is as much about you as it is me and Eleanor as well, because we love all your comments, your sharing. You know, it's all about growing a safe space. We're talking about spirit, angels, crystals, cocktails as well. You know, what more could you want on a Wednesday dinner time, for psychic lunch? And of course, for everything, for Eleanor, you want to book readings, events, everything, find out more about her, you know, what she's up to, just go to gracedestiny.com. For myself, head to angelacademyholistics.com. You'll find everything there as well. But we'll be back, Eleanor, next week, won't we, at 12?
We will. We'll be back for Psychic Lunch next week for more cocktails and for more of the story as well. And you'll have to join us and find out what we're going to be talking about next week. But higher intuition, the high priestess, and secrets. And don't forget to read Alexandra's secret and let us know your answers. So it's bye from me, and also
bye from me.
Bye-bye.
Have a beautiful day.
Cheers.